Do not go down there. Now let's clear up a common myth. Red vs. Blue is not the first Machinima. And for the people who already knew that, Quake wasn't the first Machinima engine either. That's right, technically the first Machinima engine was a game released by Disney Interactive in 1992 called Stunt Island. The game focused on moving cars, planes, helicopters, and more to create movies, letting you place and move the camera, add music, sound effects, and even record your own voice to add in. The game, however, while technically being the first Machinima engine, didn't see the same success that Quake saw in 1996. A little after the release of Quake, United Ranger Films created a Machinima called Diary of a Camper, the first of its kind in the game. This started a small dedicated community of modders that created cinematic pieces in the game called Quake movies. Now in the 1990s, recording your screen was very difficult. With no software like Fraps or built-in GPU recording, it was entirely dependent on capture cards for screen capture, which was not exactly cheap. On top of that, even if you could record, the file sizes and processing power available made Machinima creation way more time consuming than it is now. Now with Quake, there was a tool that allowed you to record and playback gameplay in-engine and in a compressed file format called demos. Demos didn't record video frames and files, but rather events that occurred in the game and replay them with AI mimicking player movements. Diary of a Camper was the first to make use of that for a cinematic experience, but not the first to use it in general. Speedruns were particularly popular to use this tool for in both Doom and Quake. Shortly after Diary of a Camper, other filmmakers began creating works like Devil's Covenant, a feature-length Quake movie, and Blabalicious, which won a bunch of Quake movie awards. However, with Quake 3 Arena's release in 1999 having less features for Quake movie makers than previously, the art form began its decline. A year later, in 2000, Hugh Hancock created a website for the art form called Machinima.com. It was at this time that the term Machinima began replacing Quake movies since it covered other games as well as Quake. The website contained Machinima releases, tutorials, and interviews about this new type of filmmaking. 3 years later, in 2003, the company Rooster Teeth created Red vs. Blue, a Halo Combat Evolved Machinima that today is the longest running and most popular Machinima series to date. What stemmed from there was a plethora of GTA, Halo, Sims, Second Life, Minecraft, World of Warcraft, and Source filmmaker Machinimas over the years. Alright, class dismissed. I will see you all next time. For those interested, I got most of the information in this video from Ahoy's video Retro Ahoy Quake, and the history of Machinima from Art to Brand by David Silverberg. Other details I got from various wiki sources. I highly recommend both of them if you have the time. Pete Tizzle, out.